The desert highway stretched ahead of them like a ribbon of melted glass, shimmering in the afternoon heat. The sky was an enormous, cloudless blue, the kind of sky that made the world feel both beautiful and empty. Inside the silver SUV, the air conditioner hummed while a Filipino family sang along, badly, to an old OPM song playing from someone's playlist. At the wheel, Bert Valdez, tapped the steering wheel in time with the music, eyes on the road. In his early 50s, he had the comfortable look of a dad who'd spent years sitting in embassy conference rooms, but still preferred the simple pleasure of driving his family somewhere new. His wife, Lisa, sat in the front passenger seat, a map on her lap, even though the GPS was already doing all the work. In the back, their two kids, 15-year-old Maya and 9-year-old Nico, argued over who got which half of the last bandasal from the Tupperware. "It's not fair, Kuya. You always get the bigger piece." "Because I am bigger," Maya said. "It's called physics." "Stop torturing your brother," Lisa said, without looking up from the map. "Bert, next gas station we see, we stop. I don't trust that needle." "We're fine," Bert said, glancing at the gauge anyway. "But we'll stop at the next one, promise. Maybe they sell decent coffee. American coffee always tastes like someone whispered, 'Kape' to hot water." Maya rolled her eyes. "You say that in every country," she muttered. The trip had been Lisa's idea. A few days driving across the state during Bert's break from work, just the four of them, no embassy phones, no receptions, no suits. They had spent the morning at a roadside dinosaur museum where the kids posed beside faded fiberglass T-Rexes while Bert pretended to critically evaluate the jurisdictional competence of the velociraptors. For a moment, he hadn't been Consul General Valdez, accredited representative of the Republic of the Philippines. He'd just been Dad. The flashing blue and red lights appeared in the rearview mirror like a slap. Bert's foot eased off the gas pedal as his stomach dropped. "That's for us," he said quietly. "What? Why?" Liza asked, straightening. "You weren't speeding." The cruiser closed the distance fast. The siren chirped once, an impatient bark. Bert signaled and pulled onto the dusty shoulder, gravel crunching under the tires. The kids fell silent. "Why are we stopping?" Nico whispered. "It's okay," Bert said, forcing a smile he didn't quite feel. "Probably just routine. Maybe I forgot to signal." He knew he hadn't, but he also knew what it meant to be brown on a lonely American highway, far from the city and the embassy district, where people called him Your Excellency and shook his hand. The patrol car stopped behind them, lights still swirling. A tall state trooper in a khaki uniform and wide-brimmed hat got out, the sun flaring off his mirrored sunglasses. His stride to the driver's side window was swift, purposeful. Bert rolled the window down, squinting against the searing heat that rushed in. "Afternoon, officer," he said politely. "Is there—" "Turn the engine off and let me see your hands," the trooper snapped, voice already raised. Bert's fingers froze halfway to his wallet. "Of course," he said quickly. He killed the engine, placed his hands on the steering wheel. "My hands are right here." Liza's eyes darted between her husband and the trooper. She placed her palms flat on the dashboard, breathing shallowly. In the back seat, Maya's grip tightened on her phone. "What seems to be the problem, officer?" Bert asked, glancing at the trooper's name badge. "Harris?" The trooper ignored the question. He looked over Bert's shoulder, scanning the inside of the car, as if expecting weapons to materialize out of thin air. "You got identification?" he barked. "License, registration, all of you. I want to see everything." "Yes, sir," Bert said. "My license is in my wallet, left pocket. May I reach for it?" Harris snorted. "Just do it slow," he said. "Don't give me a reason." Bert moved carefully, feeling his own pulse pounding in his ears. He fished out his wallet, hands trembling slightly despite himself, and passed over his driver's license. Liza dug in the glove compartment for the registration, paper crackling. "Step out of the vehicle," Harris ordered, barely glancing at the card. "Now." Liza's head snapped toward him. "He's just getting—" "I said now," Harris shouted, one hand dropping closer to his holster. "Okay," Bert said quickly, raising his hands again. "I'm stepping out." He opened the door slowly and swung his legs onto the blistering asphalt. The heat from the road crawled up through his shoes. Behind him, he could feel his family's fear like a living thing. Harris stepped closer, too close, the brim of his hat casting a hard shadow over his face. "Where are you folks headed in such a hurry?" he demanded. "You blew right past my cruiser back there. Didn't even notice?" I didn't see a cruiser," Bert said, confused. "We've been driving at the limit." "Yeah?" Harris sneered. "Funny how you people never see the speed limit either. You think these roads are your private racetracks?" Bert's cheeks burned. "We weren't speeding." "Sir, if you check, you calling me a liar?" Harris snapped, stepping in so close that Bert could smell the coffee on his breath. "You got a lot of nerve, buddy." "I'm saying maybe there's a misunderstanding," Bert replied, trying to keep his voice from shaking. "We've been on cruise control. I can show you." Harris's fist shot forward, stopping a few inches from Bert's face. Bert flinched reflexively, eyes squeezing shut, breath catching. A strangled cry burst from the car. "Tatai!" Maya shouted, fumbling with her seatbelt. "Leave him alone!" Liza's door flew open. She scrambled out, staying low, hands up. "Please," she pleaded, "please don't hurt him. We have children in the car." Harris's lip curled. "You stay right there, ma'am. Both of you, hands where I can see them, or this gets real ugly real fast." "This is already ugly," Maya muttered under her breath, slipping out behind her mother. Her phone was in her hand now, camera open, thumb hovering over the record button. She hit it. "What's this?" Harris snarled, spotting the phone. "You filming me?"
Before we continue the story, let me know what country you watching from. Hit the like button if you love this story, and please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Let's continue.
"For our protection," Maya said, voice shaking but firm, "you're scaring my family." Harris took a step toward her, pointing a finger past Bert's shoulder. "Put the phone down," he ordered. "Now, you don't get to make some viral video out here on my highway." "She has every right to record," Bert said, the diplomat in him snapping forward. "This is a public encounter. There's no law. I'm the law out here," Harris shouted. His face had gone an ugly shade of red. "You think you people can come to my country, drive around like you own it, talk back to officers? Not on my watch." Nico's small voice floated from the back seat, terrified. "Mom, what's happening?" Liza's heart twisted. "It's okay, baby," she called, though nothing felt okay. "Stay in the car, lock the doors." Harris noticed the boy for the first time, eyes flicking to the back seat. Something like satisfaction passed over his features. "Great," he muttered, dragging kids into this too. Real responsible parenting. Bert's fists clenched at his sides. The furious protective father inside him wanted to scream, to shove this man away from his family. The diplomat, painfully aware of how quickly things could turn tragic, forced him to keep his hands open. "Officer Harris," he said carefully, "I assure you, we have no intention of causing trouble. We are on a family vacation. I have documents that will make this much simpler if you allow me to retrieve them." "I already got your license," Harris snapped. "And it looks real American too, huh? Real authentic." He twisted the word. "California," he read mockingly. "Been here how long? Couple years? Think that makes you one of us?" "I've been a U.S. resident for 15 years, Bert said, "and for the last 3, I have served as the official representative of my country in this state. I am the Philippine Consul General." Harris laughed, a loud, scornful bark that echoed across the empty stretch of road. "Consul General," he repeated. "That what they call it when you run a buffet now? Sir, I don't care what you claimed you were back home. Out here, you're just another guy in a dusty SUV who doesn't listen." He grabbed Bert's shirt front, bunching the fabric in his fist, yanking him a half step closer. Liza screamed. Maya's phone jittered in her hand as she tried not to drop it. "You pull titles on me again," Harris hissed, "and I'll show you exactly how little they mean." The second patrol car closed in before anyone heard it, dust swirling in its wake. It rolled to a stop behind Harris's cruiser, lights strobing. The new trooper who stepped out moved with a different energy, alert, cautious, but not angry. His nameplate read, Walker. "Hey, Harris," he called, jogging up. "Dispatch said you needed backup. What have we got?" Harris didn't let go of Bert's shirt. "Got myself a speeding, non-compliant driver. Guy thinks he's some hotshot. Whole family's giving me trouble." Walker's gaze flicked from Harris's clenched fist to Bert's terrified face, then to the kids and the phone. "Everyone just take a breath," he said carefully. "Sir, ma'am, kids, nobody move for a sec, all right? Let's figure this out." He stepped around to the back of the SUV to check the plate, as per routine. The dust from the road had coated the metal, dulling the shine of the numbers. Walker leaned down, squinting. Then he froze. The plate wasn't the usual state design. It was navy blue with white letters and a small crest. Across the top, in clear capital letters, it read, "Diplomat." Walker straightened slowly. His hand automatically went to his radio mic. "Dispatch, this is 12-3. Confirming plate on the vehicle involved is diplomatic. Repeat, diplomatic plate. Number Delta Papa." He rattled off the rest of it. "Can you verify accreditation?" There was a pause, filled only with the buzzing wind and the heavy breathing of everyone on the shoulder. Then the radio crackled. 12-3 confirmed. Registered to Philippine Consulate. Vehicle assigned to Consul General Roberto Valdez. Flag level high. Chief says to de-escalate immediately and show full cooperation. The words hit Harris like a physical blow. His grip on Bert's shirt loosened. Color drained from his face, leaving his skin sallow and tight. "Consul General," he repeated, voice suddenly thin. Bert inhaled shakily, feeling the fabric of his polo slide back against his chest. He met Harris's eyes, and for the first time, Harris looked unsure. Walker looked from one man to the other, then stepped in, jaw set. "Harris, you need to take your hands off him right now." Harris dropped his hand as if burned. He took a stumbling step back, eyes darting to the diplomatic plate, to the second patrol car, to the recording phones. "Sir," Walker said, turning to Bert, "I am very sorry for the way this encounter has gone. You shouldn't have been treated like this. We didn't realize who you were." Bert swallowed. "With respect, Trooper," he said, rough. "I assure you, that should not matter." Walker closed his eyes briefly. "You're right," he said. "You're absolutely right." He turned to Harris. "What were the probable cause factors again? Because I'm not hearing anything besides vague description and personal attitude." Harris opened his mouth, but nothing coherent came out. The script he'd been running, angry man and control on an empty road, had been ripped away, leaving him exposed. I thought they were speeding. They passed me. Radar? Dash cam? Anything?"
Harris glanced at his own cruiser, as if willing it to develop proof. "They were going fast," he muttered, and he got mouthy. "Mouthy isn't a crime," Walker said. "Grabbing someone by the shirt is." He sighed, pinching the bridge of his nose. "You realize dispatch just looped in the chief, right? He heard that whole diplomatic confirmation. This is going to be a mess." Maya lowered her phone slightly. Her hands were still shaking. "Is my dad under arrest?" she asked, voice small but clear. "No," Walker said immediately. "No, he is not under arrest. This stop is concluded." Bert's shoulders sagged with a mixture of relief and exhaustion. His heart still hammered in his chest. "Dad, are you okay?" Nico called from the car. "I'm all right, Hanak," Bert replied, forcing steadiness into his voice. "Stay put. We'll be home soon, promise." Walker looked at him. "Sir, if you're willing, the department would like you to file a formal complaint," he said. "Given your position, I'm sure there will also be some diplomatic channels involved. But I want you to know, even if you were just any other family, what happened here would still be wrong." Bert held his gaze for a moment, then nodded. "I will be filing more than a complaint. I will be hearing from my government as well as your own." Harris flinched. Liza stepped closer to her husband, fingers brushing his arm. "Can we go?" she asked. "Yes, ma'am," Walker said. "You're free to go. I'm sorry this ruined your trip." "It didn't ruin it," Maya said quietly, lifting her phone again. "But it changed it." As the family climbed back into their SUV, Walker walked to the driver's side. "Sir, if you're willing, the department would like you to file a formal complaint," he said. "Given your position, I'm sure there will also be some diplomatic channels involved. But I want you to know, even if you were just any other family, what happened here would still be wrong." Bert held his gaze for a moment, then nodded. "I will be filing more than a complaint. I will be hearing from my government as well as your own." Harris flinched. Liza stepped closer to her husband, fingers brushing his arm. "Can we go?" she asked. "Yes, ma'am," Walker said. "You're free to go. I'm sorry this ruined your trip." "It didn't ruin it," Maya said quietly, "but it changed it." As the family climbed back into their SUV, Walker walked to the driver's side. "Sir, if you're willing, the department would like you to file a formal complaint," he said. "Given your position, I'm sure there will also be some diplomatic channels involved. But I want you to know, even if you were just any other family, what happened here would still be wrong." Bert held his gaze for a moment, then nodded. "I will be filing more than a complaint. I will be hearing from my government as well as your own." Harris flinched. Liza stepped closer to her husband, fingers brushing his arm. As the family climbed back into their SUV, Walker walked to the driver's side. "Sir, I know you have every reason to hate us right now, but if you ever want someone inside the department to speak honestly to about what you experienced, here's my card." Bert accepted it, surprised. "Thank you," he said. They pulled back onto the highway, the patrol cars shrinking in the rearview mirror. For a few miles, no one spoke. The sky seemed bigger and harsher than it had that morning. Finally, Nico broke the silence. "Dad?" he asked. "Are we still going to see the canyon?" Bert looked at his son in the mirror, at his wide, worried eyes. "Yes," he said, "we are." "But what if another cop stops us?" Nico said. "What if they don't know you're important?" Bert gripped the steering wheel a little tighter. "Then we do what we always do," he said. "We stay calm, we tell the truth, and we record. And if they are wrong, we make sure someone hears about it." Maya stared out the window at the endless desert. "You shouldn't have to be a diplomat to be treated like a human being," she murmured. "No," Liza agreed softly. "You shouldn't." Bert said nothing. He drove, the road unspooling under them, his mind already drafting 2 letters, one to the state police chief, one to the Department of State. He knew how these things worked. Apologies would come, there would be talk of retraining, of isolated incidents. But this time, he had his daughter's video, his diplomatic status, and the raw, undeniable memory of a fist hovering inches from his face on an empty highway simply because his skin and accent matched some officer's idea of a threat. Somewhere behind them, Trooper Harris sat on the hood of his cruiser, hat in his hands, the adrenaline long gone, replaced by a sick, gnawing dread. Walker stood a few feet away, radio to his ear, listening as the chief's voice crackled instructions that sounded a lot like suspension and investigation. The desert swallowed the sound. The sky stayed enormous and indifferent. In the SUV, Maya finally put her phone down and slid her hand into her father's shoulder from the back seat. "Next time," she said quietly, "let's just fly." Bert managed a tired laugh. "Next time," he said, "we'll bring 2 cars, one for us and one just for all the paperwork this trip is going to create." The kids chuckled weakly. The tension eased just a little. Ahead of them, the horizon glowed gold, the promise of a canyon still waiting, deep and old and patient, reminding them that some things, like rock and truth, held their shape long after the dust of a bad encounter settled.
Thank you for watching to our Badge and Justice stories. If you want to watch more stories like this, click the videos above. See you again tomorrow.